Hey, what's up there, guys? This is going to be my intro to Logic video, as well as a video for a chunk, one of my friends. Pretty much I'm going to use a song he wrote, which I mixed kind of and did the drums for. So I'm going to use that song to show you guys Logic. And in the song, for the drums, I had a little bit of a latency issue. I got a set of V drums, and I'm using them through my Mbox 2 into Logic, and I had a little bit of a latency issue. So what I had to do is I had to record it as best as I could, and then once it was in Logic, I did beat mapping. Pretty much beat mapping is good to use. It's kind of like Pro Tools version of Beat Detective, but not really. It works a lot differently, actually, but it's kind of in the same category. It's to fix tempo and beat problems. So I used it because it wasn't exactly right on because of latency. I would hit, and then it was so light, maybe like 2 milliseconds, maybe if that. But it definitely changed the feel of the music. So I went into Beat Detective, beat mapping within Logic, and fixed it a little bit. So here we go, guys. Hope you like it, and if you have anything that you think would sound good in the song or any mixing ideas, it's not fully done yet, so it's still in the beginning stages. Let me know. Here you go. Hey, what's up there, guys? Alright, so this is Logic. As you can see, it's pretty cool looking. It does a lot of things that Pro Tools does. So a lot of people like Logic just because it's a lot easier to use. It's more of a tool for musicians than engineers, I think. And that's what I've heard a lot of people say as well. A lot of musicians say it's a lot easier to use, and they actually like the way it sounds better because Logic actually tries to fix a lot of your mistakes that a lot of people that aren't engineers or don't study audio would make. It will fade in and fade out tracks for you, so you don't have to go ahead and do that. You can tweak them if you want, but if you don't really know how to do all that stuff, it does it for you, which is pretty cool. Also, if you make little cuts or you change the audio at all, or even add plugins and spots, it will fade in and fade out them as well, which is great. So say if you make a little cut or a trim to a track, let's say you pull it apart or you take out a little part, it'll fade in and fade out those beginning and ending slices for you. So you don't have to go ahead and do that, and it makes it sound a lot better, which is great. In Pro Tools, you would have to do that on your own. So, it does a lot of cool things like that. So this is that beat mapping thing that I was telling you about, that I had to do with the V drums because the latency issue. And what you would have to do is, there's a tempo there. You can also quantize it, which I didn't do for this because I kind of wanted to do it myself so I can make it a little bit better. So I didn't quantize it, but I did do the beat mapping. And what would you have to do is you would have to open up beat mapping. You would have to find the tempo of the song. You could find that by clicking your fingers, or you can go to the plugins and then go to the beat per minute, and it'll analyze the audio and it'll do it for you. So this is the track. Nice waves. Makes you feel like you're at the beach. Nice piano. Good job there, Chunker. It's so smooth. I just feel like someone should be there and be like, just kidding. and then it gets heavy. I'm gonna go back and fix that. Here we go again. Now I'm gonna have to do a little bit more mixing. There's still a lot that needs to be done there, but that's the basic song. So you go to your tempo. You would find your tempo, it's 160 for this song. So you go up to your beat mapping. And you see how it's 160, and how it's changing. Because I beat mapped it a little bit. There it goes, it changed. Now, the reason that it changed tempo is because I did that beat mapping thing there, and I sped it up so the drums matched the tempo of the song, at least for the most part. And there's a part in the beginning where I'm going to have to mess with it a lot more, because there's a part in the beginning where it kicks in somewhere, and where I hit the kick drum and the tom was off. They were off individually, but then it was also off within the song. So I'm going to have to tear that apart a little bit more in the future. Now what it did is I had two different tracks of the same audio, which were the drums. That one's a bright, I EQ'd it to be bright, and the other one's a lot of reverb. So it's real reverby.